Hi, and welcome to this training on AcctFusion Setup. We have lots to go over, so let's get started. The very first thing that we'll need to do is set up our chart of accounts. The chart of accounts is crucial for any accounting database, and in order for you to keep your accounting organized and clean, you'll need to go in to Setup. Next, click on Advanced, and click on Accounts. You'll see the default chart of accounts. This chart of accounts should be sufficient for your needs. However, if you need to add a specific account, you can click New Account, create the account number, description, and fill in the following required fields. Then click Save. The chart of accounts will now be complete and ready to go. The next thing that we will need to set up are our bank accounts. In the Setup menu, after clicking on Setup, go to Advanced, click on Bank Accounts. As you can see, AcctFusion will come with a default 5 bank accounts for your company. You are encouraged to change the name of the account to remember what it is. As you can see, you can change the name of the bank, your company name, and each of these bank accounts will be available for you. If you not use a certain type of bank account, you can select it to No in the Active menu, and that will cause your accounting to not use that bank account in any receivable or payable. And then you will click Default to whichever bank account the money generally will go through. For most people, that is an operating account. If there is an extra bank account that is not included, you can click Add New Bank, fill out the required information here. Next, we will set up our payment types. Go to Setup, go to Advanced, and click on Payment Types. AcctFusion will provide 5 default payment types: cash, check, credit card, e-check, and wire. If there's any payment type that is not included here that you use generally in your business, you can add that by clicking Add New Payment Type, select the payment type as active, and fill in the payment type name and click Save. The next thing that we want to do in AcctFusion is setting up our customers. Customers are who we receive money from, so that is receivables. You go to Setup in the Receivables tab and click Customers and Agents. This will take you to the customer main screen. You can also access this by clicking on the Accounts Receivable tab on the left-hand side of the screen and click Customers and Agents. When you are here, click Add Customer. You will then fill out the business name and other required information. Click Save. The next thing in our setup is Invoice Setup. AcctFusion provides the opportunity to create custom invoices. If you want to create a custom invoice, click Edit Invoice. You can upload a logo that will appear on the top right of the invoice. You can also edit and add any other dimensions or information that you want on your invoice, and this will allow you to send invoices to customers that you want to receive money from. After you're done creating customers and setting up your invoice, you'll want to create vendors. Vendors are people that we are owing money to. So that is a people or a company that we have different expenses in our business. So if I'll click on a payable, that's what payable means, to have a outstanding expense that we owe to someone else. Click on Vendors and Agents. And from here, it works the same way as the customer screen in that you can click Add Vendor and add any vendor that we often owe money to, so that when we create expenses, we can select this vendor very easily. You can also access the vendor list by going to Accounts Payable, clicking on Vendors/Agents. The last thing in payables that you'll need to do is set up your check. So checks are a very useful feature in AcctFusion. You're able to create expenses and print out checks from our system. The check stock, what that means is the dimensions of how the check will print out. Because everyone has different check dimensions that they use, you'll need to play around with this a bit and make sure that it fits your paper correctly. And once you've figured out the correct dimensions, you can click Save and always have that check stock so that your checks will print out in the proper format. The last thing in Setup that you'll need to do is click on the Inventory tab and go to Locations. You'll need to make sure that there's at least one location in your system. By doing that, you click Add New Location, you'll click the city of the name, and then you can go ahead and fill out the different contact information that you want. Make sure that it is selected as active. And the location is used to track where the different expenses and receivables are coming from. So if you have different locations or offices that you want to track separately, you'll want to create multiple locations. And as you can see, if you select a location, it will bring up the related receivables or expenses for that specific location. You'll want to go and view the other AcctFusion videos. This was to teach you how the things that you need to do to set up the back end of your AcctFusion. There'll be videos to explain how you can create receivables and payables and how the customers and vendors you created relate with those. You'll also want to go watch the video on how to import your agents from Realty APX to AcctFusion, and that will allow you to have all of the vendors, customers / agents that you need to get going on your actual expenses and receivables. I hope this video helped you understand a little better on what you'll need to do to set up AcctFusion. If you have any questions, you can contact our team or view the other videos. Thank you.